What's going on there, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, yes, indeed, the new season for Modern Warfare 3 is right around the corner. But before that season goes ahead and drops, I wanted to go ahead and put this video together because I think it's very, very important. I mean, crucially important that we get this topic across, and hopefully Sledgehammer Games will hear this in some way, shape, or form. I don't know, probably they will not hear it from this video, but if we do what we do and we spread the word, hopefully in the near future we can see some fixes for this that will further improve the quality of life of Modern Warfare 3. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, before we go ahead and dive deep, if you do enjoy what you hear today, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell. We post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern Time. And last but not least, if you guys do want to catch some live streams, we stream over on Kick. You can find a link to that channel, as well as all my other socials like Twitter and Discord, down in the description of this video. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, just very quickly before we go ahead and hop into the actual topic, I do want to mention this because it kind of has a little something to do with today's video. But I want to know what you guys' opinions are. Now, I was scrolling through Reddit and I saw a post from another individual who purchased Modern Warfare 3 thinking that the previous Battle Pass was the current one that, everybody has been grinding out, not knowing that it's about to expire within a handful of days. And the reason that they didn't know this is because, obviously, as a lot of you guys have already expected, the timer doesn't show up for the Battle Pass. Now, my question is, do you guys believe that Activision is intentionally doing this to finesse people out of their money, or is this just an accident that this is occurring? Now, I don't blame the devs whatsoever because this is definitely, up to the publishers. They want to make money out of the Battle Pass system, so they're going to do what they have to do. But honestly, I really do believe that Activision forcefully put the timer out of the game so individuals could not see how much time is left on the Modern Warfare 2 Battle Pass, and they also wouldn't be able to know if the Modern Warfare 2 Battle Pass is the current Battle Pass that people are grinding for within Modern Warfare 3. Of course, a lot of us, people who watch a lot of content like this, we know that the next season is going to be starting and, on the 6th of this month, and a new Battle Pass is coming out with that game. But for any other person out there who doesn't give a crap about games that much, who just wants to casually pick up a COD experience, do you really think that they're going to know that the current Battle Pass that's showcasing in the game is Modern Warfare 2's Battle Pass if they never played it before, and without a timer or any indication to know, Activision expects them to understand that that is a Modern Warfare 2 Battle Pass that's about to end in 2 to 3 days? I don't know. Again, like I said, I'm going to leave this up to you guys down in the comment section. Personally, I think Activision is scheming and they're trying to finesse a lot of people out of their, money because, let's be real here, if they do any chargebacks for this stuff, they're going to get banned because that's what Activision does. If you don't know this already, if you do any type of, real hardcore chargebacks on things like battle passes, purchases for COD points, so on and so forth, they'll basically hardware ban you. It's insane, but that's what they're going to do. So, they're putting a lot of people in a rough situation right now because they're purchasing these things, not knowing what they are. If they get refunds, they're going to get banned. And the chances of them even getting a refund in the first place is next to nothing. So, again, you guys can leave your opinions, but I think Activision is trying to scheme the community out of some extra cash right now. Also, ladies and gentlemen, one last thing before we go ahead and dive deep into the actual topic, because this is very important to me as well, and it's not worth making a whole separate video about, so I'm just going to mention it right here, right now. I went on Modern Warfare 3 and I saw that the 10v10 playlist is on a countdown now, a timer for it to be removed. Again, not worth making a whole video, but please, Sledgehammer, do not remove this playlist. 10v10 literally makes this game a night and day difference. Playing 6v6 and then going back to 10v10, almost two completely different games, especially due to the skill-based matchmaking and how individuals play this game. So please, Sledgehammer, do not remove 10v10. Keep it in the game, make it a permanent addition, and hopefully everything can go smooth. I don't know how this is going to turn out because they already have the timer on it, so I'm assuming it's going to be removed for a certain amount of time. But fingers crossed that they decide later down the road that they want to re-implement it as fast as possible. All right, now let's get into the main topic of today's video. Again, the very first thing I said in this video kind of connects to what I'm about to say here. Not completely, but it's very similar to, how Sledgehammer, or Activision, I guess, isn't really doing a fantastic job at making things visible and easy to understand within their games. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I mentioned this a few times before, but Sledgehammer added in an experimental playlist into their game. And this experimental playlist was added to get community feedback on certain things being implemented into the game instead of them just, forcefully egoing stuff into the title. A fantastic idea. It's great. And honestly, I was all for it, but I had one concern that I mentioned, and I was extremely worried they were going to do this. And I don't know. For some reason, I still thought they wouldn't do this, but at the end of the day, it happened. I was worried they were going to make it extraordinarily complex to go ahead and vote on anything when it comes to this experimental playlist. Again, this is for the community to answer, right? So you would want to make it extremely easy for them to vote on these topics. But sadly, that is not the case. Again, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I completely forgot about it almost. Once they removed the experimental playlist, I was waiting for some type of, survey or something to pop up on my screen at some point down the road. Nothing ever happened, and it completely slipped my mind. I literally forgot about it until someone came into my stream a little while ago and said exactly this. They said, the experimental playlist, what do you think of it? What's going on with it? And they also notified me that to get that survey, you would have to go to a completely different website. And again, like I said, this kind of pairs up with the very first topic of where they're not showcasing anything on the screen for newcomers to come in and understand what's happening. You cannot expect any casual individual to come in, test out features within your game, and then want to take the extra step to go to an online website. I literally said this the second the experimental playlist was talked about, being introduced into the game. I said the survey must be within the game, literally within the game. After you finish a match, you have to have the survey pop up on your screen because that's the only way the casual audience will be able to get their votes in on this topic as well. And the craziest part about it is, like I said, a minute ago, even me, a very hardcore player who posts about this game all the time, who really enjoys it, who is really fascinated in the experimental playlist and wants to see this playlist succeed, I didn't even know where to find the survey. So if I can't find the survey, if I can't get any information on where to even vote on these topics, how do they expect anybody else in this community to go ahead and do that either? I'm actually willing to, put some money down on the fact that maybe 7 out of 10 people who watch this video each time around have not noticed, any type of survey system, have not taken the time to go out of their way to try to find the survey system, have not found the website for it. Honestly, I gotta be real, I still try to find it. I still don't know where it is. I have to be so real. I try to find it. I guess I didn't put that much effort into it, but it's honestly, it's chalked. I gotta be real with you. If it's not an in-game survey, I'm not even gonna bother with it either. Because realistically, we're not even gonna be getting real stats. If anything, we're just gonna get the most hardcore of the hardcore audience's stats, which, again, it's cool and all, but I was really excited that this was going to be something for everybody. This was going to be, a system implemented within the game that every single person, no matter what skill level you are, no matter, how much you enjoy COD, how much you hate COD, it doesn't matter. If you participate, your voice can still be heard. But for the love of God, they don't even have a website posted up on the experimental playlist to showcase, where you need to go to vote, where you need to go to actually get your point across. It's literally just a playlist that's been implemented to test things that we have no say over, which is the complete opposite. Now, I'm sure this wasn't intentional. Sledgehammer isn't just doing this to, crap on us, obviously. They've done a ton of fantastic things in this game, and I'm not here to go ahead and bash them over this. It's just a tad bit disappointing because I was really expecting more out of this playlist. But again, there's still more time. We've only had one test, and there's plenty more to come in the future. So you never know. Maybe down the road, they'll go ahead and fix this up. They will add an in-game, voting system, or maybe they'll actually showcase the website you need to go to so you can vote. Regardless, at the end of the day, this is very crucial, Sledgehammer. This must be touched upon because, what happens when you go ahead and add in disbanding lobbies into the, experimental play? Well, non-disbanding lobbies. What happens when they put that feature in, which they already talked about and they said they want to implement that into those servers? What's the purpose if we can't even say anything about it? I guess they can go off of player retention and how long people are playing in the experimental playlist compared to their base playlists. But there's a lot of different playlists in this game. You got Ground War, maybe 10v10 if they don't decide to remove it permanently. You have Warzone coming out, Zombies, 6v6, multiple different modes within 6v6, and then you're going to have the experimental playlist. Again, I think the best bet here, ladies and gentlemen, the best bet is to add in an in-game voting system and just nothing else, nothing more, because anything else is going to be too complex, and the vast majority of individuals out there are not going to take the time out of their day to go ahead and vote on that system and try to make a difference within COD, which will completely put it to waste. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, go down in the comment section, leave your opinions down below about how you feel about all this stuff. Do you think the experimental playlist is fine where it's at, or do you agree there needs to be an easier process to go ahead and voting about things? But as usual, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. If you hated it, leave a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell if you want to be notified for more content just like this. We post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern Time. And last but not least, we do stream over on Kick pretty much daily as well. You can find a link to that channel down in the description of this video. That stream usually goes live around 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. But as always, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.